Welcome, brothers and sisters. Groovy Kim here. I'm in my Zen garden, and we've been working really hard on it. Hopefully you've been following along and saw the first videos that I made about my Zen garden. It truly is a blessing. I used it to heal myself. Yeah, I used it as a type of meditation. Meditation isn't always holding still and closing your eyes. It can still be just as meditative to go for a walk, or to listen to music, or to garden, or even to go for a jog. Anything that you allow your body to tune into that tunes out the rest of the physical world, meaning you go inside, internally with your mind, is meditative and is a meditation, right? So there's tons of ways to meditate. It's just as individual as you are. I make up different types of meditations all the time, like my Zen garden. I actually will think that it's healthy for me to be touching the dirt, and I can feel the energy of Mother Earth coming in through my fingertips, and I breathe deeply and I say, thank you so much for healing my body. I really appreciate that. And I allow my body to feel it very deeply. Sometimes I even get a tear in my eye. That's because I kind of play act it in my mind at first, and then I make it real. Come on, don't giggle. You've done it. We all have. You know, you remember, even if it was as far back as when you were a child, you know, you stir up a tear just to get your way with something. It's kind of like that. I mean, you have to reach deep in your emotions and find gratitude. Allow yourself to feel it deep. Allow yourself to really cry out with joy. Thank you for allowing me to be alive and for overcoming this. And most of all, thank you, Mother Earth, for showing me that I do have these powers to heal myself, and that I do have the powers to teach others. Thank you for joining me. I hope that you enjoy this. Nico and I had a great time, and Michael was such a help too. We made a time-lapse video of us weeding the Zen garden. Now, I made it last year, and so it's been a whole year since we've tended to it in any way. You know, we had the COVID pandemic hit, and I was so busy trying to heal my body because I was so sick for so long that after I made the Zen garden last year, I kind of just took a break, and then here comes the wedding. Michael and I had a wedding, right? And so I had to stop everything and get that planned and you know, make that happen. So I had a lot of time where the weeds just grew in my garden. Curiously enough, if you notice, when you look at the weeds in your garden, so to speak, which can be, you know, literally or figuratively, it's a reflection on what's going on in your life, your surroundings, what you're looking at, what you're hearing. You know, if your room that you hang out in is in disarray, it's kind of a reflection of what's going on internally, right? So this Zen garden is real special to me, and I know that a lot of you guys, you know, my followers, have been waiting for updates on it because it's kind of become a thing, right? You know, what's up with Kim's Zen garden? Well, here you go. I thought, you know, who wants to watch a whole video of me weeding the garden? Well, I thought, how about on time-lapse? Now that could be groovy, right? So hope you enjoy it. Here you go. It's really groovy. Okay, so that was a lot of work. I don't recommend gardening at that pace. But it was a lot of fun, wasn't it? So let me show you around to what the final, well, actually it's not final. We have quite a ways to go still, but boy, did we get a lot done, and it looks great. Let's see. Now, as you can see, this is my, it's like a pattern I made in the garden. Well, hello, Tink. You here to come visit too? Hi, sweetheart. Were you in the house? Oh, boy. What a good girl. And so I weeded that. But you know what? As you can tell, some of my patterns in the rocks over the winter became a little bit disarray. They're not in order very well anymore. But you know what? That's okay, because, you know, that is part of my meditation. That's right. I'll put music on and I will just take my time and make my patterns and breathe, you know, do my breathing exercises while I'm working on it and make it part of my meditation. And what that means is I'm bringing my vibration down, back down into an equilibrium with my breathing and just creating. You know, brothers and sisters, when you create anything, doesn't matter what it is, it's really good for your health because you are bringing your vibration down into an equilibrium. Check this out. I've been waiting to put my gazing ball up, you guys. You may have seen my first video I made about my Zen garden where I was just receiving it and unpackaging it. Check that video out. But look, isn't that cool? Now, my mother-in-law gave us, Michael and I, sorry for the steadiness, unsteadiness, the pedestal that it's on. She had it in her yard, and then when she moved, she gifted it to us. So now I've got my gazing ball on it. Isn't that beautiful? And when the sun hits it, it's just to die for. Now, you can imagine coming out here and gazing into it. That in itself can be a form of meditation. You're just kind of hypnotizing yourself is what you're doing by gazing into it and doing your breathing exercises and just allowing yourself to relax. Really, that's what it is. You're allowing yourself to relax. Isn't that pretty? You can stare into it and imagine all kinds of things. It's just beautiful. Look at that, you guys. Yeah, and I planted a few things in the wall. And again, the whole time when I'm gardening, I make sure that I'm paying attention to my thoughts. Because I could easily say, like I used to in the old days, oh my gosh, I have to weed the garden again. This is awful. You know, I don't want to do this. And stress yourself out. You know, I used to stress myself out, and that's what you do when you have thoughts like that. So literally, changing your perception changes everything. So instead of, oh my God, I gotta weed this again, say, I can't wait. I'm gonna put some music on, and I'm just gonna go for it, and I'm gonna enjoy myself while I do it. And mind my thoughts. Turn it into a fun exercise. Look at my beautiful bench, you guys. I don't know if you can see it in that fast motion film I made, but Nico and I uncovered it for the first time. We just now took the cover off of it. I know we're a little late, but we had to do a lot of weeding and stuff first. But anyway, it's awfully pretty. Good look at it for you. You know what? Isn't that gorgeous? I believe that is acacia wood. And yeah, I bought that. Can you believe it? I bought that on Amazon. Yeah, Amazon. You know, you create your own world with your thoughts, right? So if you think it's an icky world, it is. If you use your creativity, you can create things like this. Yeah, just use your imagination. And I know you have an imagination, right? Let the childlike part of you come out so that you can vibrate coherently and be healthy. You know, you need to be healthy. You need to become the master of your energy, master of your thoughts. When you do that, you change your life. You see, everything in this universe is energy. And it's your senses that take it all in. Your eyesight takes in energy. What are you looking at? Are you looking at beautiful things like I am in this beautiful place I created? Or are you looking at violent movies and listening to violent songs? You know, that's another way you take in energies, through your ears. All your senses, brothers and sisters. You know, another real important way that you take in energy is through your mouth. Think about it for a minute. Do you know that most of your energy goes towards digestion? And what you're putting into your body is extremely important. You know, it's not just a myth when they say you are what you eat. It's not. Check this out, you guys. Isn't that cool? That's a little stone bird bath with a gorgeous crystallized stone that a dear friend of mine, Lori, gave me. And she actually lives in Arizona now, but she had that in her place in Leavenworth and gifted that to me. And I was so happy to have it for my Zen garden. Look at all the patterns I'm starting to make in the rocks. Can you see that? I got more to go, but, and this is heather. Excuse me, not heather, I'm sorry, lavender. That's lavender, and it's blooming and it smells so good. It smells so good, you guys. And so, oh, Tinker's following me out here again. Hi, sweetheart. Let me see. Get her in the picture here. What are you doing, honey? Are you following Mommy? Oh, you're such a sweetie. You're such a sweetie. Sweetie girl, I love you. You helping Mommy garden? You know, that's another thing, is to, if you have pets or you have kids, of course, include them. I said pets first because although I do have 3 kids, they're not kids anymore. They're men now, and they've grown and have their own place now. And so Tinker, our little dog, and Climber, our cat. Yeah, that's Climber. And Ducky, our bird. Those are our kids now. Michael and I have 3 kids, besides my 3 biological ones. Anyway, always invite your pets and kids into the garden to help. You know, it's part of a family thing to where you can all vibrate together in a healthy way. It is so important to practice those kind of things in your life every day. And so, you know, your senses are what you use to take in and to release energy, both. So, what are you looking at? What are you listening to? And what are you feeding yourself? And you know, with the sense of your mouth is not only eating, but you know, it's also what you're saying. Not only to yourself, but to others. Both. What's coming out of your mouth? Is it negative? Are you stressed out? Are you bickering with others a lot? So those are your senses, and that's the way you take in energy. And of course, all of those things are going to affect your vibration. And when you affect your vibration negatively, well, then you start having health problems. But, not only that, then you would start attracting negative things into your life, negative situations. Your life kind of just goes, negative thoughts attract negative things. You got to take an inventory of your feelings. Stop for a minute and check out what you're thinking about. Are you worried? Are you scared? Are you frustrated? All of those things can be addressed so easily. Take a slow, deep breath. Forces your autonomic system to slow down. Forces your system, when you slow breathe like that, to go ahead and start moving the vibration into a more coherent motion. One of the other senses that we are just now learning more about, that truly is a transmitter and receiver for the universe's vibrations, and that's your skin. Your sense of touch, yes, but boy, it's more than that. We are now realizing, thanks to studies from people like Dr. Bruce Lipton and others who've now taken up his work, because it is just miraculous what he figured out. We have all these little receivers in our each and every skin cell that is picking up transmissions from the quantum field. And not only picking it up, but we send them out. How? With our thoughts and our emotions, more specifically. Yeah, our emotions is what send out those vibrations. Now, it's true because you can feel it when somebody walks into a room and they are in a foul mood. They don't even have to open their mouth, do they? You feel it? That's because they are sending out those vibrations with their thoughts, and you are receiving them. You can detect them just through your skin, your eyes, your ears, all your senses detect it. So, yeah, you are one big receiver for information. That's what this avatar is for. So, your senses are picking it up every day, all day long, 24/7. So, in order to live a happy and healthy life, you gotta become the CEO or the manager or the captain, whatever you want to call it. Become a better manager of your emotions and your thoughts. And when you do that, you change your whole life. Now, it was awfully fun, wasn't it, to watch that time-lapse, the fast motion video I made of weeding this garden? But, that's just for fun. You shouldn't live your life that way in fast motion, because that does nothing but tear up your systems, literally. your body's systems, and you got a whole lot of systems that are so sensitive. You're a quantum computer. Did you know that? Your body is a biological quantum computer and is extremely sensitive. And so you have to be a really good captain, manager of your thoughts and your emotions. What you transmit is important, and what you receive is important. Manage it well, and you'll have a really great life, or at least a much better one. And you can do really cool things, really groovy things, like heal yourself, like I did. Some people ask me, well, how long did that take you? What are you talking about? Well, okay, I first started noticing after I took this stuff seriously, like meditation and paying attention to my thoughts. I'm going to say about 3 months is all it took, and I started noticing my symptoms lifting. And then I took it even more seriously. And now, brothers and sisters, it's been since 2018 that I was first diagnosed with rheumatoid arthritis. And then they also said I needed total knee replacement. And they also said that I had cirrhosis of the liver and that I needed a new liver, and that I was going to have to go to a cancer treatment center the rest of my life. And all of these awful, awful things that felt like a sentence to me, I avoided. I did. I avoided it all. I stopped all my meds, and I started paying attention to my thoughts. And the more I did that, the more I realized that I could control my vibration. I can't control other people's vibrations. That's a big lesson too. But you can control your own. And when you learn to do that, you have a much better go at life, and your body then can heal because it's vibrating more coherently. And your cells need that in order to go into healing mode. They can't heal if your thoughts are ones of stress. That keeps them in the fight or flight mode. That keeps them, your body releasing cortisol and all the stress producing hormones will then be released into the body, which causes inflammation. See? Vicious circle, vicious cycle. So, kickstart the cycle of the good kind of chemicals, right? You are your own pharmacist. You have every single medicine known to man, and that's how we learned how to invent the ones we have, right inside your body already. Your body knows what to do for each situation. So if you tell it, oh my God, this is awful, it knows what to do. It will release those stress hormones to get you through it, and it works great. Problem is, if you don't knock it off right away and you keep that level of stress up for an extended period of time, your body's not meant to do that. It's meant to return back to normal vibration so that it can go back to repair mode and healing mode. Remember, you make trillions of new cells a day, and you're shedding just as many. And you want to create new ones that are healthy, but they're not going to be healthy if your emotions aren't in check and you're upset all the time. Even if it's just low grade, like just little frustrations with tiny things actually add up. So you got to learn to catch yourself. When you feel yourself starting to get frustrated, for example, say, oh yeah, that's right, that's the old me. What's the wise, the new me gonna do in this situation instead? Okay, so for example, somebody cuts you off in traffic, and the old you might go, God, I hate it when they do that. How about the new me go, oh yeah, that's right. Instead, I'm gonna say, those guys must be having a really bad day. That's too bad. I'm glad I'm not. And then just smile your way through it. you're going to get there either way, right? I mean, you're going to arrive at your destination either way, whether you were frustrated the whole time all the way there, or you smiled all the way there and put the radio on and had a great time. Question is, which one would you rather have for your body? Because it was your choice the whole time. See where I'm going, brothers and sisters? It's your choice the whole time. Yeah, it's like Dorothy in The Wizard of Oz. Once she learned that she had the power to click those heels and get back home like she was wanting the whole time, she just did it. Because she realized she was the one that had the power. You're so powerful, brothers and sisters. Never, never, never underestimate your power. I didn't even know I had this power until a couple of years ago. And now it's been a couple of years and I am doing great. I still have a few setbacks. As you know, if you watch my videos, you'll see kind of how I've progressed. You know what's cool is to go look at my oldest videos and compare. And you'll see I've got more muscle definition. I'm eating better. I exercise now. I pay attention to my thoughts. I'm just a healthier, happier person than I have ever been in my life. You know, I'm 56 years old, brothers and sisters. And, you know, 3 years ago, I was disabled and couldn't walk. Oh my gosh. And now I'm walking around and making videos and just having the time of my life and hoping that I can help you guys too. You know, if you're suffering like I was, please subscribe to my channel and you'll begin to understand that, boy, you can do this too. You really can. All right. That's really groovy. Thank you for watching.